Join me as we create one last page in this Yellow Rose Collection journal. Stay tuned because during the video at some point I'm going to reveal to you how to win this journal. So stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a drawing and the information for that will be in this video. Be short, just little how-to tutorial on this, and then there'll be a flip through at the end of the video. So thank you so much for joining me for this series. It's been super fun. I hope you enjoy the tutorial that follows, and good luck on winning the journal if you have some interest. Wow, we're almost done with this journal. It's exciting. I have one last set of pages. I just want to share with you a little bit about what I do. Look how fat she's getting, guys. Okay, let's get started. I'm down to the bottom end of my pieces too, the freebies. Not much left. I've got these two pocket pieces here. I've inked them and I'm going to place them on the edges here. This is my last page. And then what I'm going to do, I still so struggle with those cornered pieces. Sorry, I just got to say it. So I wasn't sure whether to use her because I think I'm probably going to use her. Okay. So I wanted to show you a couple of things about when I'm working with fussy cuts in my journal. Notice how this is like, it's super thin. I'm going to go ahead and back these with some cardboard because I would like them to kind of stick out. And I often think of them as their own elements that don't have to be stuck down to the page. So I'm going to do that. I'll be right back. Okay, I've got her inked and cut. She got a little bit of a tougher back. This is the perfect opportunity here for me to add a ruffle. One of my favorite things to add to a journal is paper ruffles. It's what do you do with all of these cut off pieces? I like to make woven tags. Those are super fun to do. But I like to save quite a few of them anyway because I love the paper ruffle. So I'm just going to add that really quick. There's a full tutorial on my channel about how to create those in many different ways. So if having a paper ruffle is something that interests you, then I would do that. So we'll go into the long and all the details of creating it, but I'm using Fabri-Tac because I can move it around just a little bit. So I made sure that I paid attention to both edges because we're going to be seeing it from both sides. And then all you're going to actually do is start where you're going to start and then pick where you're going to end and kind of tuck it under. And I folded this here. You're just really going to bend it and push it in a way that you like the way it looks. Kind of a little bit like adding, like when you sew. This one is a little bit stronger paper than I'm used to using. This is definitely going to have to dry. So we'll give it a second for it to dry before we add something else. But what you'll want to do too is get something that you can push and press it down with, either your bone folder. That's something that would be a really good idea. I'm going to actually use a pair of scissors. Just kind of anywhere that is an extra bump that you don't want. Okay. Now I'm going to attach my pockets, and I am using art glitter glue. I really okay, and so notice that this pocket isn't these pockets together. Don't run the full length of the page, but I want to be able to use to slide something inside of this that is the full length of the page. So I'm kind of improvising here. Okay, glue this down here. And the reason I got the fairy is she's just basically going to cover this up here, but I wanted it to be strong enough with the structure to have this behind it also. So what will happen with the fairy, she's basically, but her wings are kind of sticking out here. Anywhere that she might get caught up with this being a pocket, I'm going to kind of make sure she's attached fairly well here. And then also here. And I'm not sure what I'm going to stuff this pocket with. I've got a few things left over, but I may have to make some tags or make them into something. I'm not sure, but got those. Got something like that. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly, so we'll have to see. Part of the process, this will percolate while I'm creating the rest of the journal, and so I felt like I needed a sentiment too, and maybe something that will tie in these two pieces together. So another thing you can do if you want to use a sentiment, but let's decorate this a little bit too. You can use the sentiment to kind of unite your pieces a little bit. So this is an old sheet, and I kind of like the frayed look, the the more kind of disheveled the edges are, I kind of like, and I might, that covers up the pretty flowers. Maybe let's put that up there. And then I'm going to pick a word, not just a single word. And I think I like the word blessed. Yeah, this is the freebies. Of course, everything in this journal is a freebie, but there's a whole page of, several pages of sentiments that'll go in almost any journal. So I actually was going to use this to unite these two pieces, but then I decided I didn't want to cover up the flowers. So I changed my mind. So ever happened to you guys? I always reserve the right to change my mind, because part of this process for me is really, creativity has really helped me to learn how to listen to my heart and to get to know myself. And if you get really quiet while you're crafting and just learn to listen inside, give you a lot of information about yourself, about what you like, what your preferences are, how you're feeling in your body as you're doing it. Probably could have used Fabri-Tac on that, but so that's a like a really quick and easy project, or excuse me, page, is to just do that with those. We'll have to see what I end up putting in here. Might create a tag or something, but I wanted you to see. Basically, we've created that pocket. Now let's work on the side of this. It's so big, she won't lay flat. Can you believe it? Oh my goodness. So what I wanted to do here is I wanted to create a lot of these. I had quite a few of the pictures left over. I think I made too many of those, but I really love the tone of the photographs. So these are the ones that I had left over. And oh, I also had this one, so I want to pick 4 of, oh, is that a duplicate? No, we won't use duplicates here on this page. Okay, so basically I'm going to create 2 pockets that are side loading pockets, and the way that I'm going to do that is basically just by gluing these together on 3 sides. Just putting that in there so I remember where it is. And then same thing on this one. Just figure out which side I want to be the upward side, so I do the right orientation. Glue your pocket. And what I'm also going to do is just like, so that it looks fairly natural, I'm just going to kind of, as if my photograph was torn a little bit, I'm just making a little notch so that it's not necessary, but you know, you can kind of do that if it looks like a little bit like the photograph was ripped a little bit. Completely optional. I'm not going to do it a lot. I just want it to look kind of natural so that I can get at that tag. And the way that I want these to lie is like this. I want them to match, and so on one side I'm going to create something that looks a little bit like washi tape. So the way that you can do that is just by cutting a strip tearing the edges. This may not be, it's not quite long enough. Sorry. And I think I showed you the flip before, but so on one side, all we're going to do is glue this. Oops. But before you do that, you either want to score it or fold it in half so that there's a good crease, so that you already create the, you're making the choice, right, where the fold is. And move this out of the way so it's a little bit clearer here, so you can see this is the back side of my tags, and I'm just going to glue my washi tape along each side. So that what it looks like is that it's taped on. And you want your fold to not extend out past your photograph, but right at the edge, so that the fold meets the edge of your photograph, so that it doesn't show on the page when you put it in. Okay. Like you can see here, the ruffled edge. It looks like I probably should pay attention to what this looks like now that I'm seeing that. Let's fix that really quick. I'll need a scrap piece of paper. Let's see if this is big enough. And what I'm just going to do is glue this to the back and then cut it so that we don't see just the cardboard. It's completely up to you if you want to pay attention to details like that, but I think often it's the small things that make at least for me, can really make my artwork feel unique to me. And I think that's part of what, oh boy, this is going to be a challenge. I think that's what a lot of junk journaling is just because I don't do often a lot of writing, and a lot of my communication with myself, with memories, has always been through like music, sound, and visual items, and less words. I'm challenging myself with the words these days, but so there you go. You can see it's a small difference, but I encourage you to find, like a set of things that really help you to feel like they're things that you do. The other video that is like 6 go-to layouts, they're ones that I use all the time. And that's okay, because it's not like I have to think about a whole new page layout, but I might have fun interacting with the new pieces or the new colors or the new page in a new way. And some things that, like Kim Myers, for example, she uses lace all the time. I've learned how to use lace more and more. But, you know, create a few things that really feel like they're signature things for you that make things really you. So, and then with this on this side, so this is the washi tape that we created. Just using it as a hinge. Just kind of place it where you'd like. So now these will be fun to kind of decorate. And then what you can do is also think about the fact that once these are opened, now you also too, it's almost like you have a new fresh page. So we need to figure out what we're going to do here. Can be challenging because you want it to match those pieces. I hadn't really kind of decided, but I like the way these look here, so I may not do anything. I actually think I'm going to leave it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish up the last pieces of this journal. Just do the like kind of decorating edges. And then the next thing you will see will be the flip through. So thank you so much for joining me for this fun process of making this journal. I did kind of work on the front cover, but I think she needs a little more work. So see you in just a minute for the flip through. Thanks for joining me. Okay, everyone, here's the information that you're wanting on how to win this. If you have interest in winning this, I'm going to randomly draw from the comments on March 31st. Leave in the comment box below which your favorite page is. Just tell me a little bit about what you like about what's on the page, or tell me something that you like about the journal so that I know that you actually saw the flip through. Tell me what you like about the journal. And if you're from anywhere but the US, I will not be paying for shipping outside of the US. So we'll pay for the shipping in the United States. But if you want to pay for the shipping wherever you are, I am happy to ship this to you if you want to pay for the shipping. If you want to leave me a comment and know that if you're picked, if you want to choose instead of the journal, if you would like to choose $25 from the Etsy shop, let me know, because I would be happy to do that instead. Actually, let's make it the coffee shop. I think coffee shop has almost everything that the Etsy shop has in it. So it'd be $25 from the coffee shop. Just leave me a comment and we'll draw on March 31st for this. Based on the comments, I'll use a random comment generator. But there you go. Okay, thank you. Good luck, everyone.